All right, hey guys, here we are. Hole number 5, or hole number 4 here. Let's take a look at this one. This time I'm a little bit more prepared. Do check out my other guide though, especially, if you don't have the confidence for, perfect ball on a Goliath. Could be, or, especially if it's underdeveloped, you may want to start dialing in this shot that I went for. However, the rough bump is going to be good. The biggest thing I don't like about this is a great ball to the left with a hole out. Okay, let's say your hole out's here. It comes and threads up through here. That means a great ball to the left is going to be, with a Goliath, almost guaranteed sand. So you'd really have to protect against great ball left, which is something, that I'm a little uneasy about. And one of the main reasons that, I might not necessarily recommend going for that shot. You can see my opponent did great ball right. Great ball right is going to be obviously fine. Great ball left is probably pushing into that bunker. It's going to be dangerously close. I'm not sure that it's worth the risk. Now, I did bring 2 clubs here. I wanted to take a look at what this looks like. We're going to switch bags. We are going to go Goliath here. And I'm going to just try it like this. I feel, like this is going to be just a little bit more reliable. It's still going to be a tough shot, don't get me wrong. This is just going to be a kind of a brutal setup here. So I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of this, 2-ish per ring. You can see that I'm kind of offsetting my ball guide. Thinking somewhere around 4.5 rings here. Kind of exactly like this, being very careful. 4.5, 4.6 rings. Make sure you don't short hit it. So we need to make sure that that bounce hits the fairway. And then we're also offsetting the guy. It's light. So you can see I'm probably still a ring light there, which means you got to do kind of a severe overplay. Must be shooting down to kind of some lower ground, but you can see that, I was well under adjusted there. It was at least almost a full ring, which means you're going to have to kind of overplay that a bit. I wanted to be a little bit cautious, especially for the first attempt. I do kind of recommend that shot. It's going to be relatively safe, something that you can kind of depend on. And, just going to take a couple attempts. As you can see, the natural adjustment there. I essentially went what I should have to go for a max adjustment. And you could see even where my position landed, it was kind of like well, long, and right, which means that I under adjusted when the ball actually landed. So, but aside from that, you'll have to offset that ball guide because you can't do an overplay with a tailwind situation there. So we have to offset that ball guide, get it kicked over to the left of the hole because you need to go the correct number of rings and then have the wind effect push it back towards the hole. So keep those in mind. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on 5.